Ooh, what's up, all you people out there who wish that they were on the Ton but aren't because we have running water and toilets that flush?
You know what? I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
It'd be nice to be rich, but I have a toilet and it works. Mm-hmm. And that is a gift that Penelope Featherington doesn't have. Know.
That is a true tragedy, honestly.
She does not know the joys of
and never will.
Pulling that handle and it all just going away, never to be
gone.
Seen again.
Although here's the thing, she's rich enough that someone else deals with that. So
that's true.
It's not that much different.
Well, is she rich enough that someone else deals with that right now? We'll see. We're going to find out what's going on with Mama Featherington.
Another scandal.
Not Papa Featherington anymore.
Nope.
Remember when he died?
He's dead.
If you want the full-length reaction to this, as we probably get turned on together, marriage, watch us over at patreon.com/nerdynightly. But for now, we're going to stay here and watch this with you together, unlike the Bridgertons, because Daphne's not here anymore.
Wow, okay.
Thanks, Roger Jean Page.
Rude.
Oh, they're swingers.
What?
If you know,
Diamonds
you know.
are not so rare after all, which is exactly why I am not choosing one. I hear my choice last year, Miss Edwina, has made a splendid match abroad.
Good for her.
Good for her. She's not coming back this season.
Precisely. My sparkler shall make the best match of the season.
My sparkler.
It is she who should be afraid.
Gentle reader.
So scared. Much fear. I wonder if we're going to hear from her years from now that the wigs caused her, like, neck problems.
I hope not.
They're just so big.
I know.
At the ripe age of 6 and 20, still managed.
Oh my god, 26. You're so old.
So old.
Leo DiCaprio would never have dated her.
And if you'll follow me.
God, it would be so weird to, like, be like, oh yeah, my son is rich.
Yeah.
But I am not.
Yeah.
The private drawing room, your writing room, and the study.
How many rooms are there?
36.
And this is your bedchamber, Mrs. Mondrich, just opposite Mr. Mondrich's.
Separate rooms?
Of course. That is how it is done.
Yeah.
What if some shopkeeper or chimney sweep is next in line for us?
Why worry yourself, Mom?
The same boxer that led to your husband's death. It wasn't the boxer's fault, but...
What this author knows to be true.
She's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I need a real man.
And it is not me they are eyeing. I do not...
I shall see you both later. Oh.
Perhaps one of those young ladies has a fan I might borrow. It looks like it may become rather warm.
Yeah. Yikes.
Girl friendships are so complicated. If I piss off any of my male friends, I just buy them a bottle of whiskey and we're generally fine.
Sooner or later, she will be caught, and we shall dance on the day of her demise.
Oh, girl, she can't even
Fucking
open the
well.
damn thing.
Yeah.
Mrs. Featherington, you seem discomposed.
No.
Wow. We've all been there.
I haven't. I'm too hot for that.
Oh my god.
Says me at 32 knowing exactly what I was like at 16.
Majesty is not done with the season. She is still seeking her diamond by some other name. Does she? I believe so. And it could be...
More what?
Sparkle.
who has already made their debut.
It's,
Anyone who isn't 14.
yeah.
Shall I take your fatigue as a good sign? That you have been engaging in the necessary activities? Do you not think that you are both putting the cart somewhat before the horse?
Do they not know what sex is? Because Daphne didn't in season 1.
Yeah.
Mama, how rude. Albion and I are very passionate, of course.
They're like, their husbands are so goofy that they might not know.
Yeah.
Yes, Mama, we have been familiar with each other.
Well, I should hope you have.
This is so wild.
You must be familiar with each other often to create one.
But I want to be out with my husband showing him off, not in bed. And it flattens my hair.
Fair.
I suggest you make good use of it.
She's an astrology girly, okay.
Oh,
No.
Brandon.
Got
Blur.
that out. Or yeah, blur it. Is that? Oh, yeah, that's Colin.
He learned about the menage a trois in France and... Good for him.
A really pretty dress.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be angry if you found me to be a lost cause.
The truth is, you do not need a lesson.
No. No, she does.
No,
I'm
she
sorry.
just needs to calm the fuck down.
Yeah. That is the lesson she needs to learn.
It's when I was assaulted by a devilishly yellow head covering.
It was not my fault. The wind blew it clean off my head.
This wig is not in the best shape.
Yeah.
And it's really noticeable compared to how clean his hair is.
Yeah. But the bounce between the two of them
Mm-hmm.
is...
And her hair this season has been pretty meticulous, which is I think why this wig stands out.
Yeah.
Society is entirely composed of the judgment of others.
As I'm sitting here being like, this wig isn't doing it for me.
Freed of being the Colin Bridgerton that Tom knows me to be. Which is how I became myself.
It's a beautiful sentiment.
I get that, yeah.
I didn't really become myself until I left Calgary,
God, yeah.
you know? And then again when I left college, right? Like when you break out of places where people come at you with expectations.
It's, yeah. It's freeing.
Yeah.
It's one of the few places I could go and chaperone and truly be myself, but there's no longer a possibility.
I'm sorry about whatever might be coming between you and Eloise. What exactly happened? Colin's
sad.
dropping some real wisdom in that scene.
Yeah,
It's not bullshit
Yeah.
wisdom. That's some
like I actually genuinely feel like he went off and like did some soul searching, you know?
yeah.
I respect it.
You're gonna find someone that
He
you
discovered
get
he
to be
was
free
horny.
with when you find that freedom within yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like they're so sad. I feel like you and I would be fine.
Well, no.
I wouldn't love it, but like, I already try and get as far away from you as possible at night as it is.
You do run warm.
Over 30 new gowns, all in desperate need of alteration.
Okay.
Such an unexpected new face amongst them. I believe it best to show the Ton that not everything has changed.
That's really mature.
French blue satin. Certainly this will catch the Queen's
Oh
eye.
my god, that flower at her fucking neck.
The prospect of marriage is the one aspect of the season that I welcome. I'm eager to find a suitable match and be done with it before Mother schemes to get the Queen interested in me.
Miss Hartigan, Miss Malhotra, I have some information you might like to know.
Oh no, all these girls are about to be so extra.
Yeah. Yeah. It's about to be fucking free for all.
I am out of this round.
You
Told
coward.
you had the strategy. We may need more coins the way Hyacinth is playing. afternoon at the Modiste with Francesca and our mother.
And the rest of your family?
They're playing cards in the garden.
She's so scared. You two should not be alone.
Yeah. I think that's where this is going.
Are asking young ladies to dance. And here, we have the lemonade table, which is where we shall begin.
She looks so concerned.
Very well.
The height difference between them is amazing.
I know, it's great. It's like us.
I'm the perfect person to practice on. You don't have to be embarrassed. You know me.
That's exactly why I will feel even more embarrassed. Somehow my character gets lost between my heart and my mouth, and I find myself saying the wrong thing, or more likely, nothing at all.
Without concerning yourself with how I might receive it.
Yeah, go for it.
Can't imagine why they end up together.
Can't imagine.
A most remarkable shade of blue.
It's a little strong as an opener, you know.
I might say something like that if you were a suitor.
Jesus
well,
Christ.
That was rather direct.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
This just became a Mary Jane mission in a Spider-Man game.
She left her shawl.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at you with the big pickup.
I mean...
No. Miss Whistledown. Don't go snooping. Oh. Never mind.
Oh.
She's about to sniff that jacket.
The city is still alone at night.
Good call. Don't read his diary.
Do it.
Pen. This is why I'm Team Eloise.
I've never been like a snoop, so
Were you
like I
reading that?
can't
No,
like,
I
understand
did not mean to.
the...
You did not mean to pick up my journal and read. Damn!
Colin, your hand.
It is nothing.
Whoa. Okay.
How did you do that to
You
yourself?
fucked up.
Will I see you tonight?
Indeed, thank you for the lesson.
Wasn't much of a lesson. You just got very direct, and then he was like, that was very direct.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
That's a lesson?
Hey,
That's
one
a
lesson.
lesson.
Pen, at some point, you gotta stop being in everybody else's shit and be in your own shit.
Yeah.
It's not cute. Fuck. Girl, show up and show out. Let's go.
We may have had different taste in garments. But Lady Kent certainly had an eye for jewels.
Yep.
If there is no conflict in the Lord Kent story this whole season, and it is just fantasy joy shit over on that side of the story, I'm good.
That's so fair.
I'm really enjoying watching them just be happy.
Yeah.
Other than obviously sleeping separately.
What if anyone were to find out about your helping her?
Well, who should help her? She does not have any male relatives.
Yes, but you're an eligible suitor. It would not look right.
No, it would not. And that is why we're not telling anyone.
Just like season 1. Different, obviously, for a lot of reasons.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
Those parallels are fun.
It's like poetry. It rhymes. Oh,
Oh my
there's
god,
the
this
glitter.
is Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all sparkly. That's so funny.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
Finally, they seem to be putting in some work.
Oh.
Perhaps a little too much.
Just got stuck down there.
Lady Danbury's colors this season are immaculate.
Yep.
You know what I would like from the show? Some more scenes of just mamas talking.
We got a little bit of that in Queen Charlotte. and I really liked it.
Yeah, I need to watch Queen Charlotte.
Miss Bridgerton, would you like to take a turn about the room with us?
I do enjoy a good turn.
Several, I believe.
Let us start with one and see where the evening leads us.
Look at Francesca opening up. She's finding herself.
More ladies.
They've taken to hunting in packs.
Mr. Danquith, Mr. Finch, where are your ladies?
I have lost mine somewhere in this.
Your wife is a pastry, Mr. Finch. Perhaps if you savoured her as much as you do food.
Oh, I thought she was about to make a cream filling.
So agreeable.
Mr. Danquith, you are so pretty.
Has anyone told you that your mother is rather terrifying?
Yes.
Yes.
Every season.
You make it seem effortless, which is so difficult to do. Would very much like to read more one day, if you would let me.
Maybe you should have read the letters he sent you.
Hey, she might have read them and not responded.
Maybe. It doesn't seem like, based on this, that she did, because she's...
Yeah,
Unless
I'm
they
not
should have
sure.
forgot about the letters, but...
Yeah, no, I'm not sure. We don't know what was...
She never responded, so...
Lord Basilio, I did not see you there.
No matter. I cultivate reserve these days anyway.
Life is too short for that, is it not?
Let's go, Pen! Sorry, Team Eloise. Team Eloise.
Oh, no.
He went quite quickly. Sorry, excuse me.
Oh, no.
Somebody died.
Yeah,
What happened?
His horse recently died. I have not. Colin!
Forgive me. I did not know.
I get it. I do understand.
Yeah.
Just wasn't what I expected.
We shall gallop along.
I think this is the same wig from the market scene, but it's cleaner here.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if this scene was shot first and it was like the time.
I find the best course of action is simply to pretend they are dead.
Her hair is...
It's wild.
She's like, I want to be the next Queen of England.
Mm-hmm.
And that is rather scandalous of your brother. And even more so for Penelope.
Eloise.
Do you have any special talents with which you hope to impress the Queen?
Talents? No. Unless you consider an act for saying the wrong thing at the wrong time a talent.
Yep, you just did that.
I think we have found your talent. Indeed, you are a most entertaining speaker. Do not stop.
Do not stop. See, we're back with the pop music now.
Yeah. But it was always there underneath.
The episode 1 songs didn't feel
I didn't
as
recognize
inserty
them,
as that
but...
does.
I have been up against men in the ring who could have killed me, and yet I somehow socialize.
Well, at least you have your arms. I can barely move in this. You look to be enjoying your time with the young lady. Are you courting?
No. No, no.
No.
Certain Miss Stowell is taking your experiments so casually.
Oh.
Excuse me, I must find some taffia. Your situation is making me all the more nervous.
Yeah. I'm uncomfy for you.
How are we expected to understand all these society rules when even someone born into this world cannot grasp them?
That look.
No answer was the right answer there.
All these rules are to keep the marriage mark churning. But once you have performed your function, you are free.
Yeah, you got 3 kids. You're good, dude.
Yeah.
Beethoven's Appassionata. I could listen to it forever.
That is quite expressive music.
I really wish that they acknowledged the pop music by being like, I'm a big fan of Kid Cudi. Have you listened to Eminem's new Abracadabra?
A mother in her naturals. The best thing you can do is to let her be in her natural sphere, then.
We love Lady Danbury.
Come with me.
Oh, Lady Danbury's gonna be like, play the piano in front of all these people.
Albie and I lay together before we arrived.
I'll just lower your voice. Not here.
She's like, we're fucking 17 times a day. What more do you want? My coochie's so sore I had to ice it on the way here.
Oh, I do not enjoy it.
That's fair. Some people don't.
Subtle than a man's. You see, when he...
Go for it.
Inserts himself. Inserts himself where?
That's what I was worried about.
Let's go!
We kiss, and then he makes an odd sound, and then he goes to change his britches.
Why must I be punished over and over?
No, this is your fault for not telling them.
You did this.
You did this to yourself.
His britches are made up. Of course. Oh,
so
my.
he changed his britches in the carriage.
God damn it.
I think you might find it, well, rather brilliant.
I fucking love her so much.
Hey, funny, now I can stuff my mouth with chocolates without fear of appearing impolite. Excuse me, ladies.
Hashtag Team Eloise.
I cannot think of anything at the moment.
Let's go, Cressida! Fuck yeah.
Hey!
I knew she was a fucking ride or die.
We love to see it. Aw, I was, okay, alright.
Nah, Cressida is winning me over hard this season.
I get it.
I must admit, I do quite enjoy Whistledown.
Did you read the passage about Lady Carter's housekeeper? That Lady Horton stole her, and that is why Lady Carter fell off tonight's guest list.
I understand that wheelchair technology has gotten better.
Yeah.
But that thing's a fucking lazy boy. That looks comfortable as fuck.
He's rich.
Lord Remington has asked to call on me tomorrow.
That is excellent.
I did enjoy myself. Very much.
He just complimented you inadvertently for 3 minutes. Of course you enjoyed yourself.
Pitiable, I think.
It is kind of him, but perhaps overly so.
Oh no, their passive perception's too high.
Mm-hmm.
Pen, wait. Why you were friends with Cressida in place of Penelope, I will never understand. What could Penelope possibly have done to warrant such maltreatment?
Except it wasn't Cressida, so who overheard?
Mm-hmm.
I would, like, bet her mom, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Or people have just noticed.
Yeah.
Like, because they do, yeah.
Lady Danbury, you snake. I fucking love you.
I know.
Oh my god, she's about to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Because you delight in your endeavors. Someone who performs not for me, but for themselves.
This.
Sparkling, one might say.
That moment reminded me of the in Warbreaker. I'm not gonna spoil it. Or not, sorry, not Warbreaker. Fucking Way of Kings.
Mm-hmm.
You know what moment I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
I love that.
Don't worry, babe. Your husband is sneaking into your room tonight. There he
There it
is.
Right on cue.
You heard, Mrs. Carner. That is not how it is done. We cannot.
Yes, we can. We can do whatever we want, Alice. This is our life.
You've got the title.
Yeah.
It's not like they can take it away.
Our family is noble.
He wants to fuck nobility.
I cannot stop thinking.
I love them.
I know.
What have we done to earn this?
Nothing. The same as every Viscount and Earl and... away with clothes.
She's a lucky woman.
Yeah.
He's very
the jewelry. There you go.
I mean, they're both lucky. Look at them.
I know.
Goddamn.
I just mean he took the right lesson from Benedict earlier.
Yeah.
Every season he's been shown to have impeccable honor.
Yeah.
Easy if you want to mistake the night as a place of safety.
Is she going to write about herself?
The Rington sisters snuck away early last night with their husbands.
That looked good.
His life is changed forever.
He was almost accidentally a never nude. And now he won't be.
Yeah. Happy for him.
Is this the first time we've seen her hair down?
We shall be having a visitor.
It might be. Although there's some flashback stuff with her when she's younger.
In Queen Charlotte?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
That she had to enlist the help of Mr. Colin Bridgerton.
She did.
And while we knew Miss Featherington's marriage...
I did not communicate your secret. But I did notice Miss Livingston whispering around the room after hovering nearby. You were rather indiscreet when you told me about Penelope.
Yep.
Perhaps if you were more decided about your former friendship, you would not have felt the need to gossip. I do appreciate your concern about cruelty, but perhaps you should like to find a looking glass. Rather than looking at me.
Boom! Oh my god, just tap out, Eloise. Match is over. Cressida won.
Damn.
A life unmarried is not all bad. Trust me, men can often cause much more trouble than they're worth.
I like when the script really allows to show that she is a real person.
Yeah.
Mother Featherington could lean into, like, Mother Gothel level of, like, evil almost.
Yeah.
But she doesn't because she's flawed.
Yes.
But
like,
human.
But her one redeeming quality is that she loves her children, which
Yeah.
was shown at the end of season 2, and I think that it was brilliantly done.
Yeah.
You have a visitor.
It's late. Oh. I was like,
In the middle of the night. Colin sat there, or she sat there the entire day.
Entire day.
She's beastly to write such things about you.
It's her job to report what everyone is talking about. It would have been suspicious if she had not.
Suspicious for who, Penelope?
I could die tomorrow.
You're not going to die tomorrow.
But I could, and it would kill me.
You would already be dead.
I do not wish to die without ever having been kissed.
Well, now you have to get married.
That is the rule.
Literally don't make the rules.
Yeah. That is... I don't know if you bribed that maid enough. She's like, oh my god.
Thank you.
I was half expecting her to just pass out and forget about it. And be like, we kissed. She's like, I don't think so.
You sure?
I woke up in the garden?
I think I would remember that.
Uh-oh.
He down bad.
Uh-oh, he just caught them feelings.
Yep.
Welcome to the post-talk of Bridgerton. Season 3, episode 2.
Horny jail.
Yeah. There are some necessary bonks that need to be given out to the community.
Yeah. I'll take 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Kent family.
Mm.
Bonks.
Yeah.
Colin, bonks.
Double bonks.
Penelope, no bonks. I don't think she's that horny. I think she's sad.
Sure. You know what? Sure.
Yeah.
I
think that some people might be able to get, like, sad horny. It's not something I can pull off.
No. Don't get it.
No.
But
and I've been in, like,
it.
depressive places in the past where I've been with, like, a partner who's like, oh, let's have sex. That'll make it better. And I'm like, no.
No, unfortunately.
That's not actually what I'm interested in at the moment.
Yeah.
I am sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
Wow. Okay.
Francesca being accidental diamond, maybe.
Yeah, I'm still Team Eloise, but Eloise, you did come a little hard at Cressida there without, like, asking first.
Well, I think with Cressida's reputation, it's like a fairly safe assumption, but that just goes to show that people can change,
And she did
change
rip
to be better.
Penelope's dress last episode.
Exactly. So
I still think that when you assume you make an ass out of you and me as a like mnemonic device hasn't been invented yet, so they don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're pre.
One of the weird things about the show, in a historical like viewpoint, is that it is like Regency era life with post-racism idealism and 2015 physical attractiveness standards.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like there is a weird element of this that like Penelope wouldn't have been unattractive at the time.
Yeah.
Like her body shape just would have been, the way we view humans' bodies is it changes throughout time.
Yes.
And it is one of the weird things about this show that it's like, yeah, this takes place in like 17 something or whatever, but Penelope's large, and so that's unattractive. Babies. But that's because of when this show came out. It's all very
yeah. It is one of those things where like we see it now still, but like body type is just as much a fashion accessory as the dresses and the feathers. It changes so much. One season it's fucking summer muffs, and the other it's like goose feathers. You know what I mean? So the like.
Well, there were a lot of geese that year.
Yeah, but like it's the same thing with like bodies. Like you see nowadays, people get surgeries and they undo their surgeries because it's trendy. And I think that has in a way always been true. Like what is trendy and considered beautiful? Like if you look at makeup, for example, just through the like, I guess that would be the 20th century. Yep. It's wild what we considered like to be attractive.
And part of that science and our ability to make it, right? Like we're able to make makeup now.
I mean, that highlighter did not exist back then, but it is doing the Lord's work. So thank you for that.
I noticed in that scene where she's like, "What? You think you're gonna get married?" And I was like, "She's not unattractive in any way. Like she even."
None of them. None of them are unattractive. It's a weird social eligibility thing. Well, she didn't get married in 2 seasons, so clearly there's something wrong with her. Is like
but that was mostly the dresses. They were ugly.
Yeah.
Penelope's attractive. The dresses from season 1 and 2 on her were garish.
My favorite quote from the actress Nicole is someone Nicola. Sorry, yes, Nicola. Someone was like, asked her about how she felt seeing like people with like her body type represented. She was like, yeah, you don't really see a lot of people with like perfect breasts, so it's really nice to see people like me with perfect breasts being represented on the screen. And I was like, correct. Absolutely correct. Yeah. She is a gem. I like don't really watch celebrity like talkbacks or interviews or anything like that, but she is hilarious.
Yeah. Wild. This is a great episode. I think I even enjoyed this more than the first one. I think we got some really great forward momentum for the non-Paulin, I think that's what they call it, storylines. Yeah, Paulin is I think what the people call Colin and Penelope.
Oh, okay. I was like, they're bringing the bees back again?
What the TikTokers call it. Oh, that's actually bad because his bees killed his dad.
Yeah.
Why do we call it pollen? Wait, y'all are dark.
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit. Shame on you, TikTok.
Francesca moving forward, being recognized for her love in this from the Queen in a scene that was all women, I thought was really beautiful, right? Like her recognition in terms of her availability and what is valuable about her was her accomplishments in a room where there were no men. And it wasn't really about how the men viewed her. It was really about how these women were admiring her ability. Yeah. And I think as a scene that I felt that was very powerful, especially for this young woman who's entering the Ton and has the, is a little bit more shy than I think Daphne ever was about it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Is a little bit more accessible to it than Eloise is, who, even though she says she's involved, I don't think we've seen her speak to a man yet. Which she's going to have to do. Well, she's like, I'm going to get married, guys. I'm doing the thing. I am open for business. And then we never see her speak to a man.
But she's talking to Cressida.
Talks to Cressida and looks like a forlorn lesbian lover at Penelope. And I'm like, you're dressing the part, but it's more reluctant than I think she's willing to let on. which is interesting, right? It's interesting narrative. I like Cressida a lot.
Yeah, I'm surprised because in season 1 and 2, she's kind of a nothing, just like meant to be antagonistic.
She's an occasional antagonist.
Yeah,
and they've really three-dimensionalized her.
Yeah.
And it's the fun kind of thing that you can do when you go multiple seasons with a show, where you can pick somebody out of, you know, you can find someone who's in 4 or 5 episodes and go, hey, like, this is really working. What if we, how can we expand upon this?
The one
that
thing,
might happen in the books. Neither of us have read the books, so I can't compare.
Neither of us have read the books. The one thing that I do find very interesting is the attitude towards Cressida versus Penelope, who are both in their 3rd season. And I wonder if they're going to talk about that, because Cressida kind of made an offhanded comment about being in her 3rd season was like kind of tough. But that's about it. And Penelope is convinced that being in her 3rd season means that there is absolutely no hope for her. But like Cressida and Cressida's mom don't seem to be like treating it that way.
We don't see how Cressida's mom treats her behind closed doors.
No,
that... So if Cressida's mom were talking to her the same way that Miss Featherington, or Lady Featherington, is to Penelope, I wouldn't be surprised. She has that air of someone whose mom's a terrible person. You know what I mean? Or not a terrible person, but who places expectations upon her daughter that are unreasonable.
Yeah.
Right? And so if it is the case that later on this season we find out that Cressida is still unmatched because of her family life, I really wouldn't, or what the expectation of her family life is, that wouldn't surprise me based on her character.
Yeah, I agree. But
because it doesn't seem like she's trying hard.
No, and that's
outside
the
of Regé Jean Page in season 1.
She doesn't get any... Oh, and the fucking prince. I forgot about that. But like...
Daphne just kind of beat her like willingness to marry out of her by getting all of the men that she wanted.
Pretty much. But I was going to say, there are no scenes of Cressida even turning away from a man, like having just previously had a conversation.
I think that's because we mostly catch up with her without... Like, even though she's being three-dimensionalized by the show... We have not yet seen her alone in a scene yet.
No, she is always with women, and so I'm like, is that an intentional choice?
Oh my god, if she's a lipstick lesbian, I will be so happy.
I could see it.
I could see her and Eloise ending up together.
The actress is, actually.
Who plays Cressida?
Yes.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Popular lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy for you. She started dating somebody. They look like very cute together.
5'11".
Yeah.
Like, she's so tall.
Yeah.
She's so beautiful.
Good for her.
And a great actress. I didn't think that after the first 2 seasons, right? Like, I didn't think she was bad. She was just really, the role was more functional.
Yes.
And I didn't feel like she had a lot of room to impress.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like in the season, because it's not just I'm mad at Daphne for being the diamond, which was kind of her personality.
Yeah.
This season is really allowing the character to breathe in a way that is allowing the actress to, shine through in her ability more. And I'm really impressed with her. I think she's very talented.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I'm enjoying the show. What did you think of Colin's threesome? What do you think it says about him that he's doing the threesomes at the whorehouse?
I think what it says about him is that I think that it makes the kiss with Penelope actually mean a lot more. Because he's not a guy. He's not a guy who's never kissed a woman or fucked a woman or multiple women.
Yeah.
And so that kiss affecting him and making him feel differently than all those other ones, I think actually adds to like the depth of Colin and Penelope's relationship. So I think that is why that scene was there and established. Because Colin could just be flirting with everybody and never take it any further than that. But the fact that he actually knows how to have sex, he knows how, like, he's seen women naked.
He knows that you insert something
in
something.
That was so
that scene is amazing.
Fucking funny. I fucking knew it. But I actually think that scene is there to impress upon us the, like, difference that the different feelings he feels towards Penelope versus just, the other women.
Honestly, I'm happy for Penelope.
He knows what he's doing. He's
there
got practice.
There was a point. I shouldn't tell it. Sorry, it's fine. There was a realization in my life that I didn't want. There was a point where I was like, oh, I can't be with someone who's a virgin. You know what I mean? Like, I got to a point in my life, and granted, I married at 20. How old was I? 28. I married at 28 to you.
Yeah.
But there's that point where it was like, I need to be with someone who is like on the same like trajectory of life, and someone who's like, you know, a virgin compared to like my sexual experience. Not to be gross about it, but it was just that we weren't compatible because my expectations had changed. My experiences had afforded me a level of comfortability with it that someone who is not as experienced or comfortable, especially given, you know, my queer identity and that side of it, it becomes incompatible. But at the same time, like, first times are really complicated. Obviously, like, that would never happen for Penelope, right? But, you know, I think that first times are... The pressure of it for a man is really complicated. And Colin having that off and being able to be a little bit more experienced and help Penelope through her first time, I think is actually a good thing, weirdly.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
But some people are gonna feel differently because they're like, no, you should only be with one person, and like, good for you. It's not my life. I can't have that because it would be impossible at this point. But
can't change it now.
Not that I can do about it now.
No,
I do. I almost think that the only thing that I think is a detriment about it has nothing to do with the Colin Penelope relationship, but to do with how much I feel like he is trying to be like his older brothers in some ways.
Yeah.
And
we know they are both experienced.
The other side of that in this episode for me was that Colin was the conversation about how like you don't have any older male relatives to help you through this.
Yeah.
And I think that there's an element of Colin in this episode that is trying to be like Anthony, who in season 1 we saw had his opera singer fling, who he did not treat well. Anthony, still side-eyeing you about that a little bit. But I'm happy that you're happy. And his Anthony, there was a point in season 1 where while the Regé-Jean Page thing was happening with Daphne and they had that agreement, Anthony was so concerned with helping his sisters through, you know, the market. And I think that Colin is in some ways playing both the Regé-Jean Page and the Anthony roles of that storyline mixed into one.
Yeah.
In a way that makes it different and is allowing season 3 to kind of breathe on its own.
Yeah.
But it is interesting, and it's like I think for the character, I'm excited to see him and Penelope kind of get past this point so that we can see a little bit more of Colin peek through the plot.
Yeah, because they're gonna have to get to the whistle down of it eventually. He's gonna find out.
I hope so.
That's going to be the drama of their relationship. Is that she is whistle down. It's not gonna be that they don't love one another. Like, I think very clearly, like, they're going to get together and like.
Well, I think that he's gonna want her. I
honestly think that their relationship is gonna like move pretty fast through a couple episodes, and then the last couple episodes of the season are gonna be sorting out the whistle down thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my guess.
I don't know. I feel like they're not together at the end of episode 4.
In 2 episodes.
I think that I think that that'll happen in like 5, 6, because I think that they wouldn't if they were together at the end of episode 4. I think that doesn't leave the tension for them to have taken a month off and like separated into 2 halves of the season. Like, it'd be kind of weird to end part 1 at, like, things are good, and then try and ramp up tension for part 2. So I feel like whatever the end of episode 4 is going to be a cliffhanger to lead the audience to want to watch the second part when it comes out a month later.
Interesting.
Just because of TV writing, not because of, like, life, but because of the nature of the medium it's coming out in.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Do you have any other thoughts before we go?
Nah, that was fun.
Lady Amberry, I love you. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. The Queen's also pretty great. Hit the dislike button. If you dislike it, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
The algorithm goddess of this episode is... There's so many women.
Penelope, I guess.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
There, she got kissed.
She did.
Yeah.
You could say she's hungry. What? She's hungry for, like, a kiss. Like, that's...
But she got it. She's full. Yeah. She's all full up.
I don't know that's how that works. I had one kiss. I'm good. You know what? Good. That's it.
You know what? Some people that is. Some people, they're like, you know what? No, I'm ace.
Like
I figured it out. I am changing the colors on my flag.
Featherington.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, this is not fun. Don't touch me. What the fuck are you doing? Like.
Yeah. If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
Do something nerdy tonight, y'all. Bye.
Bye.